if I could go back, or, when I first started Crisp, when I first even just started a business, I wish that I had known more about myself, and these assessments have been absolutely invaluable. Like, they're worth their weight in gold. Probably one of the best things that I've ever done, and one of the best things that a leader can do is to learn more about yourself. Now, you can go around asking people for feedback of saying, hey, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? And they'll give you things that may not always be accurate. It could be based on just their personal dealings with you, or, they may not have full context. What a lot of these assessments do is they really shed light on how you operate, and they provide you with a lot of clarity that you may not otherwise know. And knowing these things is one of the most valuable things you can do. If you want to really exponentially scale yourself as a leader, grow your organization, make more money, all these things, I would start by really taking these types of assessments seriously. So, for example, anytime we're hiring within the organization, any firm that we work with, we've used the Kolbe, we've used the Print, we've used the Wonderlic. But I will say that when you know something, let's say about the Kolbe in particular, right, which is basically focusing, it's like a strengths assessment on how do you operate as a human being, what types of things give you energy, what are you more so predisposed to doing. It doesn't mean that you cannot do particular things. It just means like, how do you align yourself with strengths and types in the roles that you're in. Now, I would say that knowing this, it gives you a blueprint of yourself. It helps you designing life, really. And this is not hyperbole. If you know this stuff about yourself in terms of, here are my strengths, I'm going to play to my strengths, right? I'm not going to try to develop weaknesses. Then how do I kind of create an organization that can complement those strengths? So here's what I'm good at. These are the types of things I'm going to focus on. And all the things that may not be my strengths or may not give me energy, there's going to be somebody else for whom that is their strength. That's the person that you can hire or delegate to. And you can create this amazing organization where you are focusing on the things that give you energy, that you're really good at, and everybody else is also focusing on the things that give them energy that they're really good at, which could be a weakness of yours, but a strength of theirs. I mean, it's truly amazing. And if you can, hire and attract those people, life becomes amazing. Your organization becomes aligned. A lot of times, I think when you find somebody that is exhausted and burnt out and frustrated, I think it comes as a result of them spending a lot of time in things that either are not their strengths or kind of working against themselves. So, for example, for me, if my job was to build IKEA furniture all day, I would be the most depressed human being probably, in Atlanta. And the reason for that is that it's not that I can't do it. I mean, I can follow instructions, but it's just, it doesn't come naturally to me, right? Like building things and building furniture, things like that just are not, natural to me. You could look at this also from the standpoint of, for somebody else, let's say creating spreadsheets or analyzing data sets, things like that. That may be, part of their role, but it may work completely against them and sap them of energy. Whereas for somebody else, they get excited at the thought of that. So the more you can learn about yourself, the more you can gain a roadmap for how you can truly structure your life. And that type of knowledge is absolutely invaluable. The more self-aware you are as to what your strengths are, as to what your weaknesses are, the more leverage you can put on those strengths.